Today's topic of discussion is how to easily get a 5-point jump in your PTE score. How to quickly and easily improve your score, increase your score by at least 5 points. We get a lot of questions from you guys asking how you can quickly boost your score. Some of you only need to increase a few points, some have to increase a lot, but all of you want to increase your scores quickly. So that's why we put together this video. We will tell you what are some of the things that you should do if you want to quickly see some results, if you want to see your score improving quickly. First of all, let's understand. You have 20 question types in PTE. Each question type is evaluated on a number of different parameters, a number of factors. Some of them, they might have 3 parameters on which the score is given. Some of them might have 7 or more than 7 factors. So that the 20 question types and the number of parameters on which the score is given in each question type, that determines your overall score. It's a very complex system, to say the least, right? How to work on all those factors, how to work on all of those question types. So that is very complex. So if you want to increase, let's say 5 points, then the solution is improve one factor from each section. So instead of focusing on all the 20 question types and on all the parameters on which those question types are scored, we are going to focus on one thing from each section. So if we can improve a little bit in some places, our overall score will improve. So that is what I'm going to tell you in the remainder of this video. How and which sections you should focus on, what are the things that you should focus on, which will quickly show some results. First of all, the speaking section. My advice is rehearse the opening and conclusion in images and lectures again and again. A lot of you will spend a lot of time looking for templates, working with templates. But the advantage of having speaking templates, for example, the describe image templates or the lecture template, is the main advantage is that you already know what the opening statement is going to be, what the conclusion is going to be. And in speaking section, it's your speaking, your fluency, your pronunciation which counts more. So don't just take a template, but practice it, and practice the part which is going to remain the same in all the questions. So that is the opening statement and the conclusion. So rehearse it again and again, get all the words, the pronunciation, the accent, the flow correct in the opening and conclusion statements. This will give a bump to your fluency score, to your pronunciation score. And this simple thing, it has the potential to increase your score by a couple of points or even 5 points in itself. So rehearse the opening and conclusion statements in the images and lectures again and again. That was the one thing which I want you to focus on in speaking. Now in writing, I want you to add some synonyms to the essay. So after you have written the essay, in the end, always leave 3-4 minutes for a review and for improvements. And what you do in those 3-4 minutes, look for the words which are used again and again, and then add some synonyms. Okay? As a bonus, if you can find a better word to replace a simpler word, do that. This will show that your vocabulary is much stronger, that you have a wider range of language usage, and this will again add to your writing score. So it can again improve your writing score. So the one thing to do in writing, add some synonyms to the essays. What is the one thing that you should do in reading? So in this, focus on the reorder paragraph questions. And in that, what you should do is, instead of getting all the sentences in the right order, you should change your focus and you should try to get pairs in correct order. You might already know that in reorder paragraph, you don't get marks for putting individual sentences in the right order. You get marks for putting a pair of sentences in the right order. So for each pair which is in the correct order, you will get 1 point. So change your focus now, change your approach, and this is also much easier to do. Instead of trying to bring all the 4 or 5 sentences in the correct order, now focus on bringing 2 sentences at a time in the correct order. Okay? That will ensure that you get at least some marks, and it will make this question type much simpler to do. After reading, the single biggest thing that you can do in your listening section, what is that? Work on your time management. Now, in the listening section, just like in reading section, there is no time limit per question except for summarized spoken text. And that's a mistake a lot of students they end up doing. They don't divide their time properly. So in the end, what happens is often you will miss a few right from dictation questions. And those are easy questions, you don't want to miss them. So work on your time management. Before you go into the exam, make a plan. Think about which question type, how much time you are going to spend on that, and then stick to that plan in the exam. So this will ensure that you end up attempting all the question types and you don't lose any marks just because you didn't have time. So do these things, do this one thing for each section, and you will see the results. You will see that your score has increased. Okay, these 4 things in itself, they can quickly improve your score, bump your score by around 5 points at the least. Okay, and if you use the journal suggestions that I've discussed across all of the question types, then it will boost your score even further. So make sure you take a note of these suggestions and work on these 4 things if you want to see a quick improvement in your score. If you haven't already done so, you can go to sureway-english.com, start your free PTE course. In our courses, we discuss many concepts like these in our full-length lectures, and you also have practice tests, mock tests, and a lot of other things on sureway-english.com. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel so that you never miss another insightful video from us, and make sure that you look into the video description for more free study resources. All the best, and I'll see you in the next PTE video.